Hey, what is up, dudes and dudettes? Let's talk a little bit about COVID stocks, right? A lot of you on Patreon still holds Moderna, or if you take profit at 450, or you haven't take profit, then you're still holding it around the line of 369. I think that was our entry point. A lot of you are really confused. When should you sell? And a lot of you are asking, what's the future of the vaccine stock? So in this video, we're gonna talk about the pros and cons of betting against and for vaccine stocks. So right now, as part of how the press goes, there are not a lot of news about COVID anymore because the debt ceiling really just take over majority of the attention span of the United States press, and I don't think reporters wanna add the COVID scare with the debt ceiling. Like, oh my god, the entire U.S. government is gonna default. Oh my god, the entire U.S. debt's gonna default. The end of the world is coming. First of all, the end of the world is not coming. And second of all, just in case of vaccines, if we are still holding vaccine stocks, or we're adding vaccine options or adding vaccine stocks, what we are betting is really, okay, school just starts, right? There are a lot of private schools just started last week. There are a lot of different programs are starting up to meet in person. If COVID is real, if their variants is still rampaging, that means around the mid of October, there's still going to be another surge because people are entering other people's biomes. What is that supposed to mean, right? In a biological sense, or in a sense that you guys can understand, or just simplify this, is there's going to be a case surge, hopefully by the end of October or in the middle of October, because a lot of people are, gonna go meet in person, and, the next wave of flu season is coming, and whenever there's a flu season spike, same thing was by the end of the August, there's like some seasonal allergies, some seasonal flus coming in. People are taking flu shots or whatever. This is where you see the case spikes, right? Because now a lot of institutions are offering mandatory free testing every week, or bi-weekly or whatever, or bi-monthly. Then you will see a case surge. But the case surge is going to be significantly lower than before. However, if you're a vaccine company, what you will do is you will go tell the press that, hey guys, so cases are surging and our old vaccines are not having such great effectiveness anymore. It's literally a coin flip right now. So we recommend you to all take booster shots. And in terms of an institutional point of view, say you're a school, you don't really care about your students or staff. What you really care about is the legal liability. So in order to lower legal liability, you will probably make booster shots mandatory, or you will recommend booster shots or whatever, or take a lot of accommodations. You have a lot of legal documents laying out like, hey guys, in our institution, we really encourage students to take a booster shot, or hey, in our office, we encourage everybody to take booster shots. We take necessary precautions. And when Pfizer posts their new thing about, hey guys, like, okay, booster shots are now available for the general public, not only over 65 years old people. Then you will see another run of Pfizer, Moderna, or whatever, because if you do mathematical analysis or statistical analysis on all of these stocks, the 40 RSI, and if you look at a lot of those volume profiles and a lot of things, the selling volume is waning. That means in terms of general market condition for COVID stocks, it's actually a really good time to buy it back, or just start betting for a lot of these stocks to go back up. Why? Because by the end of this month, we will know that there's going to be a lot of information coming out about overseas sales and overseas vaccine information. And guess what? Who's the market leader? Pfizer and Moderna. And if you go look at Pfizer, PFE, which we bet heavily on, which I think timing is a little bit off for us, especially with this stupid market condition. PFE. Why is everything in Chinese? I have no idea. You will see that on Patreon we talk about this. We talk about like this little range here that we think is, if it ever goes down by this range, it will be a really buying point for options, or just buying it to hold it. But we also talk about, Pfizer has been traditionally been a lagging stock. The information and the market movements actually have a 1 month lag. So if we actually look at when everything, all the informations are coming out, this is probably exactly the point where a clear buying point occurs, and at this point we will have a significant more upside and a downside. And for those of you who are pulling options with me, then you will probably have a bigger leverage when you buy options on this date. This is why we wrote our options on this date, right? And because all this price for Pfizer is actually significantly undervalued, because the Chinese Pfizer branch is doing restructuring and pivoting right now. Therefore, we probably will see some good news coming out in the next month. And B, we know that vaccine sales is actually pretty high right now, and we know that COVID cases is probably going to surge in the middle of October, which means right now, by the end of September, will be a really good entry point. Correct? Correct. So all of these are telling you that, hey, maybe it's time to look at vaccine stocks again, because eventually the debt ceiling crisis is gonna resolve itself, or the Democrats are just gonna pass a very emergency resolution, because the U.S. government won't default on their debt. Because if U.S. government default on its debt, the entire global market is gonna go down, and it's just gonna run it to shitters. And there's no way that Congress will run this country to shit, right? Or intentionally run this country to shit. And then for those of you who are interested in Novavax, which I actually preach it because I think it's significantly undervalued compared to Moderna. If you look at this, guys, look at this chart. It's literally at it's a stupid buying point right now. If it actually dipped down to 199, then I'm probably gonna buy twice the amount of shares that I can. I'm probably gonna start loading up options. And for those of you who don't have enough dry powder as I do, or just don't really want to put more money into the market, I mean, DD gotta pay rent, and this month's returns actually isn't that great because of the stupid Congress, right? So then what I would do is I'm probably gonna just sell those 2 shares and bet on a short-term rebound by the end of next week. Make sense? Of course it makes sense. Alright, this is it for this vaccine video. Hopefully it help you guys clear some misunderstanding and error about the vaccine stock. And for those of you who are a little bit depressed about why vaccine stocks are going down, it's because A, the general market is going down, and B, a lot of people are betting on the COVID scare is not going to stay for longer. But as I predicted before, October is actually the month you need to really worry about the COVID scare not going anywhere. And another thing, just some random information I'm going to throw out there for freebies for you guys, is usually, traditionally speaking, September is the lowest point in this quarter. That means if you guys believe that we're going to have a fantastic sales season, Black Friday or Christmas, this is usually going to be one of the lowest point in stock trading situation, because September 30th is the physical year end. And at the same time, it's one of those times where people take their profits and start buying some quarterly options on the 1st of October. So there you go. See you guys on the upside. And you're going to get 10 years of good luck if you sub to this channel. And smash that like button, because it helps us to spread a lot of positive financial education to more people. See you guys on the upside.